Let's take the third example. We want to simulate rolling of a fair die, okay, for n times and print the results. We will define a function called die rolling for n times. We want to generate a random number between 1 and 6 because we know that we have 6 faces in a fair die. So we want to generate a random number between 1 and 6. So we need to use the randint method of the random module. Okay? So the face equal random.randint 1 and 6. And we want to print for the try number 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 till we reach the try number n equal the face. Is it 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6? Okay? We will repeat this process for n times. Now the definition of our function is done. Let's call this function die rolling, we will say for 10 times. Let's run this program. For 10 times die rolling, for the try 1 we have the face 6, then the face 5, 5, 2, 6, 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, in the last try number 10. Okay, so we are done for this example. Let's take another example. We want to simulate the rolling of a fair die for n times and print the count of appearance of each face. We want to print the count of appearance of each face. We will define a function called detailed die rolling, and we will define a list, an empty list called faces. Okay? Then we want to generate a random number between 1 and 6. So we use a face variable equal random.randint 1 and 6. Then this face will be added to the empty list faces. We use a method called append. Append is a method for lists to add something to a list. We will learn about this in the next lessons. We will repeat this process for n times. Okay? Using the for loop. Then we will print the faces list. Okay? Okay. Then we want to print the count of each face from 1 to 6. So for I in range 1 and 7, because we know that 7 is not included in the range. Okay? Then faces.count I. Here I will be from 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to count in the list faces how many 2s, how many 3s, and so on. So now we have the definition of the function detailed die rolling. Okay? So let's call it. We will say detailed die rolling, and n will be 10 times. Let's run our program. Okay, now we have the faces list. In the first try we have the 5 face. In the second try we have the 3 face. In the third try we have the 6 face, and so on till we reach the last try 5. The count of face 1 is 1 out of 10. I have only 1 here. Okay? The count of face 2 is 1 out of 10. We have only 2 here. The count of face 3 is only 1 out of 10. Okay, we have only 1 3 in this list. The count of face 4 is 0 out of 10. We don't have 4 here. Okay? The count of face 5 is 3 out of 10. We have here 5, 5, and 5. And the count of face 6 is 4 out of 10. We have 6, 6, 6, and 6. Okay? We are done for today. In the next lesson, we will learn how to use lists, tuples, and dictionaries. So, see you next lesson, and bye.